All right, so I just got back from a Suns game where they lost, and I'm pretty freaking disappointed with them. So I'm going to get my mind off of it by talking about the movie I watched earlier today, Death Whisperer 3. Yes, the trilogy is now complete, if that's what we want to call it. Because who knows? I have a feeling we'll probably see another one of these. And because, man, they're really cranking these damn things out. I obviously had reviewed and watched the previous two installments here on the channel. For those of you who don't know, this is a Thai horror flick. Although I will say, these later entries, later, 2 and 3, the sequels, how about that? They have definitely went much more in the actiony, realm, genre-wise. And yeah, I mean, the first one to the third one, it's definitely a pretty big change of pace. And as I had said previously in my part 2 review, they are inspired by Evil Dead without question. Our main character, Yak, who has become the Ash Williams character, they got him in like a blue shirt. They've got him with a boomstick. They've got like the whole thing is very, very Evil Dead-esque. Okay, so yeah, once again, we follow the Y family. Everyone in the family has a Y name. In fact, they even point that out in this movie when they're talking about naming one of the babies that the sister is going to have. They are hoping for twins, so that's why I say babies. And yeah, it follows right after the events of the second film. And, once again, somebody goes missing. They go looking for him. The family bands together to fight evil. If you like the second one, you'll like this one, right? I think they're pretty consistent in that way. And I think that the family is very endearing. There's conveniences, there's silliness, there's a lot of CGI in places, but I feel like if you're invested in this doesn't do anything to taint the franchise in any way. I think there's a bit of a diminishing returns kind of feel going on here. As they have continued, but not by much. It's just that they've obviously deviated from the first one a bit, going the more action route with their Ash style character, this action hero guy who's like taking his shirt off and is all jacked. Funny enough, we used to watch this really funny MTV show back in the day, and there was this kid named Tommy Gatewood on it who liked to bodybuild, and he was very arrogant, and the way he referred to getting buff was by saying he was yak. And so my brother and I have always referred to working out, getting buff or whatever, as getting yak. So it is very funny now, all these years later, to be watching a movie where the buff guy in the movie's name is Yak. I do like that. So the Yak Attack is back, and I had a good time. It's just really, you're there for the Y family, is what I've coined them. Real inventive, right? They all have Y names, and I call them the Y family. I know I'm a genius. But yeah, I mean, if you're invested in the family and the dynamic between them, there's some endearing stuff there in the beginning. They're all sitting down to dinner or lunch together, breakfast, whatever, for some meal as a family. And it's very cute, and they're very wholesome. And then, of course, as things go wrong, you want them to get back together. The movie's not very risky. The plot line is fairly thin. The opening is, once again, pretty sad, from like the ghosts backstory and whatnot. So yeah, it's an entertaining watch. I feel like you got a whole trilogy to check out if you want to see kind of like a Thai Evil Dead with like a sweet family that really loves each other. It's all like brothers and sisters. Everyone's like early 20s or younger, all the way down to maybe like 10 to 12 or something. I forget how old the like youngest kid is, but they're pretty young. And we added a couple new characters. Of course, you just go out into the wild jungle and run into some hot chick, because that's where you find hot chicks, is deep in the jungle looking for demons, I guess. Of course, movie logic. Um, yeah, you know, the plot, as they said, simple. Um, it's very similar to part two in a lot of ways, but I'm here for it. I liked it. I had a good time. These aren't the type of movies that I really am going to remember all that much, but I look forward to them when they come out, right? They've gotten that, at least from me, where if they make a Death Whisperer 4 and 5, I will watch them. Unless they start to get really, really terrible. As long as they bring back the Y family and we continue to keep following their storyline and the quality is around this, the same as this, I'm in. I'm in for 2 or 3 more. Bring them on. Yeah, I dug these. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. You know, never gonna touch a top 10 or even a top 50 probably from this year. Because I watch a lot of freaking movies. But it's like a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. It's not great. It's not bad. It's fun. That's it. That's all it needed to be, and I'm happy. I of course would love for this to be much better, but it's a good time. It's a good time if you're invested. If you like the first one and the second one, you'll probably like this one. If you haven't watched any of them, don't skip to this one. You definitely want to start at the beginning. All 3 are on Netflix. They're in Thai, so you would have to read subtitles. But other than that, if you like the family, you'll like the movies. If you don't like the family, you won't like the movies. There you go. So, Death Whisperer 3. I was looking forward to this one. It was released last year. They get these things out fast. Because by the time I saw 2, 3 basically was already out over in Thailand. And I was like, shit, wonder when that's going to come to Netflix. Well, today. It came out today. And I got to watch it and I enjoyed it. So anyway, that's that. Or yesterday. I think it was yesterday now, but whatever. You get what I mean. All right. Well, I'll see you in the comments, and adios.